Alright, everybody. So, lately I have been bouncing back and forth between the Nintendo Switch, the PS2, the GameCube, my Xbox One. I've been playing a wide array of eras. And it got me thinking, what is my favorite modern day convenience in video games? Something that I play it today and I take it for granted when I'm playing on the Switch or the Xbox. And then I go back and play like the GameCube, the NES, anything like that, and I go, oh shoot, that's right. This wasn't invented yet, or it's not around yet, or it's not a industry standard yet, right? So there's a lot of great options to choose when you're talking about how far gaming has come since the arcades to today, right? Digital gaming is one. It has plenty of protractors and detractors, and I find myself somewhere in the middle. It's awesome being able to download demos or even full versions of games from the comfort of your home, but seeing physical media go the way of the dinosaurs does leave a bad taste in my mouth, I will admit. What about wireless controllers? Wireless controllers are a godsend for multiple reasons. They help your setup appear nicer, they aid you with cord management, and they allow you to social distance from your TV screen. Of course, your toddler can walk off with your controller while you're at work or in the bathroom, resulting in you not playing the Wii for 2 months while you desperately try to figure out where she hid it. Does that only happen to me? Anybody else? How about graphics? Graphics have come a long way since the day of the Atari. Online multiplayer makes every night of the week Saturday, and VR is a heck of a concept becoming actualized. Another big one is the indie developer empowerment. Think about how some of my favorite games here recently have been A Hat in Time or even Shovel Knight. There's a lot of good stuff to choose from. And my favorite may shock you because it's pretty fairly simple compared to the other features we've mentioned today. I'm talking about the ability to save whenever, wherever. And by that extension, the autosave feature. Some of you may count these as separate features, but I'm lumping them together. Though if I had to pick, I'd give it to autosave. And some of you may not realize how big of a deal autosave is. And I get it. I too take it for granted when I play old school games. Then I miss it so bad. In my opinion, the worst culprits of this, and your answer will vary, is Rogue Galaxy and the Dark Cloud franchise. Dark Cloud 2 in particular. Dark Cloud 2 probably has my worst instance of this in regards to how many hours I have lost because of deaths in the game. Okay, so you're still not convinced. Imagine it like this. You're a busy person. You finally get a day off, no plans. You can just focus on your gaming. It's a tough boss, or an unbeatable challenge, or a grueling dungeon. You've spent your whole afternoon slogging away at this game. You're finally doing it. You've made good progress. You're loving life. Then it happens. You die. Your heart is racing, pounding. You're sweating all over your favorite controller while the load screen is going. You're trying to remember, when was the last time you saved? Well, you forgot to save. Maybe it slipped your mind because you've been playing modern games lately. Maybe you were kicking so much butt you just felt confident. Or maybe the save spots were hours apart from each other in general. Boom. Your whole day lost. This is the main reason I find myself stopping playing games such as Dark Cloud 2, which otherwise I consider near perfect games. Now true, the example I laid out is what I would consider a worst case scenario, and day-ruining deaths don't happen every time you play your games, but most people, whether it's kids or adults, we have to stop playing games at some point. There's been times where I've had to stay up an extra hour trying to beat a dungeon just to save so I can finally go to bed. Or if I know I only have an hour or two to game because I know I have plans that day, I intentionally do not play games where I cannot autosave. Now the Switch and other consoles that have sleep modes have basically eliminated these issues. But anytime I play a throwback game, I have to keep in mind how the saving works in it, because every game's different. Some games, like on the PS2 era, autosave was still, widely used. It's just some games, like Dungeon Crawlers, opted not to use it. I remember getting the Xbox One. I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and for one reason or another, the console got turned off, and the next time I turn it on, I'm thinking, wait, did I save before I quit last time? I was so nervous. Then I loaded the game, and it was exactly where I left off. I was so surprised, but a pleasant surprise. And that's something I like about Xbox. Like with Game Pass, you almost never have to save your games, because when you load back into the game, it just loads where you left off, whether you saved or not. So it's definitely a function that you can get very comfortable with in the modern day and forget about it when you throw on your retro consoles. And, you think back to Game Boy or NES, or, you go back far enough, arcades, saving's not even an option. Maybe there's a passcode system or a password system, but that's it. Otherwise, you like the original Super Mario Brothers, you're rerunning that game every time you turn it off and back on. So autosave, like saving in video games, has come a long, long way. The history of saving would be an interesting video topic. But that is my answer, guys. That is my favorite modern day feature, and it's easy to take it for granted, and it's not flashy compared to the other things we talked about, but it is oh so important. So let me know down below, what is your favorite modern day feature, convenience, function, however you see it, guys. We rattled off some good ones. Maybe there's some I didn't think about. Everybody's going to have a different answer to this question, so I'm very interested to hear what everybody has to say about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.